Is that on commercial?
SportstownChicago.com. O'Hare. Broadcasting live from Sportstown, Chicago. Broadcast home for your Windy City Bulls and Chicago Dogs. We're in a league of our own. Now, here's your SportstownChicago.com scoreboard update.
At 3:52, I'm Adam Schneider with your SportstownChicago.com update, powered by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to beonair.com. Stadium planning is back in the spotlight as discussions around moving from Soldier Field intensifies, with the Chicago Park District weighing options and legislators debating completing proposals. Bears draft controversy debate continues into spring, with former team executive Ian Cunningham still a topic of conversation among fans in the media. Trade proposal talk has continued about the Bears, with talks centering around Bears backup QB Tyson Bagent, Raiders Max Crosby, and Dolphins Minka Fitzpatrick. The Chicago Bulls fall to the Knicks Sunday, 105-99. Mattis Ozilis led the Bulls in scoring with 15. The Bulls will try to get back in the win column when they host the Hornets at 7 p.m. tonight. United States figure skater Alyssa Liu won gold this weekend in the women's singles event, making it her second gold in these Olympics. And this has been your SportstownChicago.com update, brought to you by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to beonair.com. And that is right, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here on the fifth quarter. It is I, Adam Slim Schneidy Schneider, or The Glitch.
I am Andrew DeBrooker.
And we're going to be talking about some things that happened throughout this weekend and what's about to happen. We got some Olympic results from the United States, who have done fantastic in these past Winter Olympics. Got some MLB spring training with some prospects to look out for. Then we're going to round out the second half of the hour with some NFL free agency and go a little offside and talk about whatever. So, Andrew, how have you been today, my man?
I've been pretty good. Been doing lots of learning and keeping up on my sports. Lots of spring training baseball going on right now. It's getting me fired up.
Man, I'm excited too. Major League Baseball is known as, what was it? America's sport?
America's pastime.
Pastime. Well, I mean, I think it's leaning more towards football now.
It's more on the first sport to be really centered in.
I mean,
the U.S. was baseball. Soccer is not ours.
No, that's Europeans.
So,
but you know what? I mean, all things considered, MLB keeps it traditional when it's called American Pastime. So, all things considered, technically it still is. But, you know, we're going to get back on a little track here. And the Olympics, the results, USA got second place. They were just underneath Norway, which Norway just dominated.
King of Winter Olympics.
Right. And then the biggest story for this past weekend is that the USA won gold in both men's and women's hockey. I mean, congratulations to both those teams. First time since 1980 for the men since the Miracle on Ice. And the women's are up and coming. They've won their second gold medal, I believe.
I believe so. I believe it was their second gold medal. And both teams taking down Canada to do it.
And both in overtime with the same score.
Absolutely.
You gotta love it, man. I mean, hold on. Give me a second here. So, USA men's in particular, they beat Canada 2-1, which they were humongous underdogs in this. And at any time, Canada really could have just taken the ropes here, and they could have won 4-1. Andrew, what's your take on the men's national team when it comes to just their play throughout the series that they did, as well as just being able to pull out the upset against Canada?
Yeah, the men's team, I'm not gonna lie, looked terrible.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely awful.
Yeah.
I've seen dog walked, I've seen controlled, I've seen every adjective in the book and every synonym with it to make sure that, the United States were not ready for Canada. I read the other day that how do you have you have McKinnon, you have Crosby, you have Celebrini. You can just keep going with these stars that are on that Canada team, and it didn't matter in the face of Mr. Hellebuck himself, Captain America, as far as I'm concerned.
Man, all things considered, I'm surprised he didn't win the MVP.
And I feel like that's something to kind of talk about as well. It seemed they revealed this, or I guess not revealed it. I found out that you vote at halftime.
Really?
Yes. So the writers that vote for, it's the same reason for the NHL, like the Conn Smythe and all that during playoff time, why that is sometimes questionable as well. Because when you vote at half, if you were to have voted at half, Hellebuck isn't your guy. You're paying no attention to him whatsoever.
He's not scoring any goals, is he?
He's not even probably goalie of the tournament. You'd probably give that to the Italian goalie. And there's nobody of notice on the U.S. team. So I get that in the sake of speed and efficiency and getting all of that done immediately so that everybody has their awards.
Yeah.
You have it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're losing out on an entire second half of hockey where Hellebuck basically stood on his head.
Yeah, no, you got a really good point there. And Connor Hellebuck, though, he carried the United States in that second half. The second half of the second period and then the third period. Because USA came out strong, and then they just kind of flatlined a little bit towards the third period. I mean, there were opportunities after opportunities for Canada to just strike and make it 4-1 again, like I said earlier.
So many open opportunities. I mean, really, one thing that strikes it is have you seen the photo of McKinnon's open shot? And I mean, Hellebuck's on the opposite side. All you have to do is little league tap that thing in.
Tap it in, buddy. Tap it in.
And instead, he sails it. He can't quite get it to land. There's multiple opportunities from the Canadian team to capitalize and to take the lead. And then there's I've heard a lot of complaints about the fact that we had to go down to 3-on-3, as if we were not doing that for the entire tournament.
No, absolutely. And one thing to say about Canada is that they beat the living crap out of their opponents as well. They were very good. They were Czechia they had a bit of struggles with in the first period and then a little bit of the second, but all things considered, they won 4-3 in overtime in that game. And just showing the resilience, just showing the hard work ethic, and just the chemistry between the players. And when Crosby went out, McDavid stood up and showed his leadership. And at the end of the day, even though they got the silver medal, you got to give them all the credit in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, for one, I'm happy we won.
Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. Veins. As soon as that gold medal gets hung around, I start saluting. I start jumping around.
Amen. But going back to, with Canada, I mean, you got to just throw in the hat and just give them the credit, man. They really, they almost beat us.
Absolutely. And realistically, I know coulda, shoulda, woulda, but you should have beaten us. You could have beaten us. You should have beaten us. You looked like all game you were going to beat us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the U.S. still pulled out, I don't want to say miracle because nothing will be quite like the first one, but a unbelievable upset.
Oh, yeah. And one thing I will say that maybe should have gone Canada's way was that too many men on the ice. That, I think, was the straw that broke the camel's back. Because I'm not so sure how the refs missed that. That was about 7 men on the ice.
I mean...
About 6 right? 6, 7?
Yeah, roughly that amount.
I'm not going to lie, that was unintentional, but had to throw it in there.
Lean into it.
Had to make it a little cringy somehow.
So, also... The same thing happened in I believe it was the Canada-Czechia game.
Yeah.
Where too many men on the ice for Czechia, but Czechia scores, but Canada wins, so nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
But the refs miss what could be, at the time, a game-winning goal for Czechia.
Yeah.
And completely disregard it. Now the better team won, and we escape on the other side, and no controversy really going about.
No.
But this isn't the first time it's happened, and it raises some worries about how tightly these games are officiated at the Olympic level.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Because the International Olympic Committee, they've had a lot of controversy for decades now because things go one way, things go another, things you want to fix but won't be fixed. I mean, this thing is like going up and down. Just
who
like
we're banning, who we're allowing to compete.
Russia.
Well, you don't allow Russia to compete originally for the doping.
Yeah.
Then you don't allow Russia to compete as a country due to the war. And now you have Israeli athletes allowed to fly the Israeli flag during all this happening. And while that's also happening, you bar the Ukrainian loser, or the Ukrainian skeleton guy, from commemorating Olympic athletes who passed during the war that you've already stood behind. So the Olympic sort of committee seems confused at what their own stance is.
Exactly. And I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen, we're not a political talk show, obviously. This is Sports Town Chicago, but Andrew was just making a phenomenal point here as to what the Olympic Committee has done over the years, especially recently.
Absolutely.
Because the thing with Russia, and I'll say this first. Again, not political. This is just kind of our opinions as to what should have happened, I think, years past. This is more guilty by association. Because the athletes, whether they support them or
absolutely,
whether they support them or not, like, that's not their fault.
It's the same thing as USA. A lot of people are getting upset at USA athletes for saying, well, it's a tough time to represent the USA right now, and da-da-da-da. Everybody that gets sent to represent a country may not necessarily share all of the worldviews of that current, president or, any king, queen,
absolutely,
whatever.
And the thing is, whatever, and we'll talk about Lindsey Vonn here in a second, but whether you're sent there or not, that could be either a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity or you represent the United States until you retire like Michael Phelps. But you wear the flag with pride.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter who you are, where you came from here in the States, you represent with pride. Again, with every other country, like Canada, Norway. But the point is, it's the pride that you have representing your entire nation. That's extremely rare opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of pride and opportunity, let's look at Lindsey Vonn a little bit. That was a horrific crash.
That's the worst news I've gotten in a morning in a long time.
I mean, God bless her and God bless her recovery. She's a phenomenal athlete, and she will be for the foreseeable future for the United States. But that crash looked nasty.
I can't believe... I understand the Olympics is once every 4 years, and it's a lifetime achievement, and you've been probably trying your entire life to get to the Olympics.
Absolutely.
I need to know who in her camp is putting a hand on her shoulder and saying, oh, you can go and downhill ski without a knee. Because that I'm serious. Because at the start of all these games, the story was Lindsey Vonn, ACL-less. She doesn't have, a ligament in her knee helping her out. I've never gone skiing before, but I'd like to assume you need your knees for that.
And in terms of just women skiers, she's probably one of the best in this generation.
You'd have nothing to prove. I mean, to us.
Yeah, to us.
Yeah.
But, I mean, God bless her. She is one of the best female athletes in Winter Olympic sports history.
Absolutely.
I mean, once or a few in a generation, she's worked her butt off. She has provided the results. She's won a few gold medals already.
Absolutely.
More than just a few, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty.
Plenty.
I gotta look back on it, but at the end of the day, I mean, we both wish her good luck in her recovery. Now, I don't know if she's gonna watch this particular video, but if you are, Lindsay, good luck in your recovery.
Yeah, she's got 3.
3 gold medals. Okay, okay. But still, I think there's more gold medals coming our way. But dude, did you see that she almost got her leg amputated?
Yeah. Be all thankful to the medical team in Italy and the Olympic medical team on getting her in as quickly as possible. That is one of the gnarliest, injuries I've seen. When you see the X-ray, normally athletes aren't very open with that. When you see an X-ray and you can tell where the metal is,
you could see almost the whole leg. That's insane to me.
You're bionic now.
What, Bionicles? Man, that's a childhood memory right there.
Bionicles. Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Silence.
Lindsey Vonn, again, it's just gonna. What I imagine her future gonna be like. She's gonna participate in the next few Olympics. Will she win gold? Who knows? But if she wins gold medal after that gnarly leg injury, that'd be a phenomenal 30 for 30. I mean, my God. I mean, like I said, God bless her. We're happy that she's doing all right. She's going to recovery.
She's 41.
41. Oh yeah,
she may be done.
I'm not gonna lie. She did not look.
She does not look 41.
No, she doesn't. Maybe she has another Olympics in her. We'll see.
4 straight World Cup titles. Olympic gold medalist in downhill.
Oh yeah,
she just might be done.
We'll see. I mean, maybe she might want to try for the.
We thought she would be done when she didn't have an ACL. Sorry,
but no. I mean, man, again, that's crazy to me. And let's before we head off here, let's talk a little bit about the USA setting a Winter Olympic record with 12 gold medals here. I mean, we got second place.
Is it our record or the Olympic record?
Oh no, USA record. Sorry,
okay.
I meant to rephrase that.
No,
USA.
You're good. I was
USA.
Wow. Go US.
Well,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We won. Not only did we win men's and women's, we got the record.
I was like, and we set records. Who cares that we didn't win? And then I thought about it and I was like, wait, we didn't win. So how did we
win? We win in the summers and the winters.
Yeah.
But it's a record for the USA. 12 gold medals, most ever in the US for Winter Games. I'm very proud of the USA teams. Now, some didn't do well in some of their events, but you know what? Again, kind of going back to that topic of representing your country, man. For them to represent their country, get last place, it's still an honor. That still means you're the best of the best in the world.
Absolutely.
So, I can't compete with these guys. I'll be honest.
No kidding.
That's why we're doing a talk show.
Yeah. I too can't compete.
Alrighty, guys. When we come back, we'll be getting into a little bit of MLB spring training and talking about some of the prospects here on the fifth quarter on SportsTownChicago.com.
South Chicago sports for sure.
SportsTownChicago.com. It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee. Like a smooth, new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream by cold brew. What could be better than an iced or frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
When car dealers fight for your business, you win. AutoJudo.com makes car buying fun by letting dealers compete for your business life. Real-time Auto Judo fights are the fast and easy new way to get multiple dealers' best offer on any car you want. It's free and anonymous. Only the dealer you select as the winner of your Auto Judo fight receives your contact info. You're never obligated to buy, so test drive your best deals now at AutoJudo.com. Dealers fight, you say.
Yo, check it out. We got the finest pizza in all the land. Italian Fiesta is on deck, and I'm telling you, it's a hit. These pies don't miss. No matter what time you get the munchies. Pepperoni, extra cheese, turkey Italian sausage, they got all the toppings. Italian Fiesta delivers until midnight during the week and 1 a.m. on the weekends. Plus, you can use your Uber Eats or Grubhub if you got the app. And if you ain't rocking with the pizza that night, try one of their sandwiches or pasta. And they have plenty of side dishes, just like me, if you know what I mean. Hop online and go to ItalianFiesta.com or call 773-684-2222. Piece of pizza, that is.
There's only one place to watch your favorite sports team and have mouth-watering pizza. Come on down to Moretti's Pizzeria, where you can get a pizza for half the price every Tuesday. Try out our delicious varieties of pizza, sandwiches, and much more. I don't know about you, but a gooey mac and cheese pizza with a size of cheesy mozzarella sticks and watching sports sounds like paradise to me. Stop by at one of our 12 locations near you. We're open 7 days a week, anywhere from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. Visit our website, Moretti'sRestaurants.com, for delivery, catering, and even private parties. Moretti's, we bring the fun.
Did you know that Club New in Aurora is the ultimate entertainment complex? Monday nights, it's free football and darts in the sports bar. Tuesday night is league night. Join the pool and darts team. Wednesday night is ladies' night at Club New. All the ladies get in free. Gentlemen pay a $5 cover after 9 p.m. Thursday night starts the weekend off right with college flashback night. Low price drinks, retro music, and an awesome buffet. Friday and Saturday night, it's the hottest dance club in the suburbs. Club New Nightclub and Sports Bar is located at 2121 New York Street in Aurora.
You've tried the hit places, but they leave you hungry with an empty wallet. That's where Gretel comes in. They got what you really want. Visit their chic, lounge-like gastropub and try one of Chicago's top burgers, the Gretel Griddle Burger. The house-made bun and garlic aioli set this one apart from the rest. And don't miss half-price oysters, 4 to 6, Monday through Thursday. With rotating drafts, craft cocktails, and portions that don't skimp. This is one of Logan Square's best-kept secrets. Monday through Thursday, 11 to midnight. Friday and Saturday, open till 1. 2833 West Armitage. Gretel, let's make this a night. Visit GretelChicago.com for menu and more.
And welcome back, everybody, to the fifth quarter. I am Andrew DeBrooker.
I am Adam Schneider.
And right now, we're going to talk about some MLB spring training. If there's one thing I absolutely love, it's some baseball. I destroy my sleep schedule every 4 years for the World Baseball Classic. My mother once got terrified of me folding laundry at 3 a.m. because I woke up particularly to watch Czech Republic play Chinese Taipei in the World Baseball Classic at 3 a.m. Really? So it is, yes, it is really a big thing for me. I love baseball. And the first thing I want to talk about is a team maybe I'm not so fan of in these lovely, lovely baseball times. That's the Chicago Cubs.
I was going to say, was it? I was like, the White Sox? Yeah, like, that's hypocrite. Don't talk about my team like that. You know what? I'm also a fan of the team, so.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I remember when the White Sox won in 2005. That was an interesting year. I was 7 years old.
I have the videotape that I won from hitting a home run on the Jumbotron on my brother's birthday. We went for my brother. Sorry, short little offside. We went on my brother's birthday. We got there early.
All right.
And then you know, somebody comes up and they're like, "Hey, are you interested in, possibly doing something and during the 7th inning stretch and XYZ?" And then my parents realized that I wasn't in any White Sox gear, so I got my first ever White Sox jersey, which was a AJ Pierzynski.
Oh, throwback.
Yeah, and it was the I'm spacing on the green ones, like that we did for St. Patrick's Day, if you're familiar of them at all.
No.
Old White Sox St. Patrick's Day uniforms that are like have like green on them, and I have the picture of me. And the first time I tried to take a swing, I almost fell over because I genuinely was trying to destroy this ball, and I completely whiffed.
There's always next time. No, I'm kidding. You won, so there was a next time.
There was, dude. I got MLB. I got MLB The Show for like PlayStation, even though I had Xbox at the time. I got a custom Louisville Slugger bat that I got to like send in a little slip saying like, I want this on my Louisville Slugger bat, and
fancy.
I forgot about it, and then they sent it to me like 3 years later.
Oh,
like I remember getting in the mail and going, "Oh, that's right, I did do that. Yeah, I did put that in a while ago."
Now they probably came back with a note like, what the hell did you try requesting us? No, I'm kidding. But what are some teams you are looking for during spring training? It just started a few days ago, and some teams are looking hot. Some teams are looking like poo-poo.
Yeah.
But if we're looking at some teams who are looking, let's switch it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
If there are some teams who are looking kind of bad right now, what in your eyes, which teams would you be looking at into the regular season?
You're looking at teams that are consistently bad but have hope. So
a new Star Wars, A New Hope.
Yeah, absolutely. And as a White Sox fan, maybe it's easier for me to look at bad teams and be like, well, maybe down the line something good can happen.
Tampa Bay.
Honestly, we could talk about the Rays, but they're consistently right. I don't worry about them in the slightest. They're a small market team that operates like a small market team, and they're smarter than everybody else, and they prove it every year.
Tampa Bay is actually a big market.
Absolutely. And then the opposite end, another big market, but could care less about their team and operates in multiple questionable different ways. The Pirates. The Pirates have young pitching. They signed Marcell Ozuna. They've done lots of things where, like, if this can kind of slowly gel over the course of spring training, that maybe you're not absolutely awful next year.
No, they also got Paul Skeens as well.
Oh, my goodness. Paul Skeens, Jared Jones, and then, oh my gosh, Bubba Chandler. There's a three-headed monster of pitching over there in Pittsburgh.
I mean, obviously the more popular one is Paul Skeens.
Reigning Cy Young winner.
That's true. And also just amazing for his age.
Oh,
I just sounded like I was like dying.
No, but like you're so right. You do not see young prospects come out of college ball and then get pushed as fast as he did, be successful, and this level of success.
Oh, yeah. It's just crazy to me because, again, kind of going back to like spring training, I've also heard rumors in the rumor mill he might potentially get traded.
There is not a world that currently exists where Paul Skeens is a Pirate for life, because the Pirates over their entire history have shown that they are willing to trade away assets that no other team would trade away. Garrett Cole, Tyler Glasnow.
Oh,
these are, and that's the very tip of the iceberg when you talk Pittsburgh Pirates players, even just pitchers that have been shipped out for pennies on the dollar because we can't afford it, because we don't want to pay it. And it becomes this area of like, if Paul Skeens was smart, he would leave, because the Pittsburgh Pirates have shown that they don't want to win.
And you know what? This is a joke, not a joke, but you know where I can see him going? The Dodgers.
I don't like. There's not saying that he can't go to the Dodgers is incorrect, because he can, and if they offer him enough money, why not?
This is what happens also when you have ownership that has like infinite amount of money, apparently, because they just signed Kyle Tucker.
They're willing to spend the money.
Well, exactly. That's why they have back-to-back World Series.
I don't like the conversation of they are the only team with rich enough owners to make money or spend money.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the owners in Los Angeles are willing to spend that money, that they have the money.
Yeah.
A lot of owners are kind of cheap about it.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Bob Nutting.
Jerry Reinsdorf.
He's gone. Oh, did you know?
Let's hope.
He sold the team, the White Sox.
When? Today?
No, like a year ago.
He didn't sell. He said he would give up the White Sox in.
No, he's selling them, and he'll be out of office, I want to say 2029. If not, who's the Suns owner? Ishbia? Is it Matt?
Yeah, I know. Okay.
His brother, not him, but his brother, who is like with him in whatever gross money-making adventure that they have gone on to get billions of dollars and be able to buy a sports team. He, I believe, is in a deal with Reinsdorf to sell the team.
I thought it was like 2030s.
2032 is the latest that it can be. Yeah, Justin Ishbia they're in a long-term agreement. Potential this agreement announced in so it was mid last year. Ishbia will begin. Yeah, so he starts making payments this year, and if he makes max payments, then he gains full control in 2029. At the latest, if he defers it, it'll be 2034. But a cheapskate out is the point.
Okay. Yeah, because I know about that. I thought the way you phrased it, it sounded like he was going to sell it within the next year. I'm like,
no, next 3 years. So before our.
I'm knocking on wood. Sorry, guys. That's me knocking on wood.
Because somebody was at the door. I was like, oh.
But Jerry Reinsdorf, let's talk about that just really quickly. Reinsdorf has not exactly been there for the team the whole time. Yeah, he won it with the White Sox in 2005.
Lightning in a bottle.
Lightning in a bottle, exactly. And that was the last time, speaking of, that we won a playoff game. And at the end of the day, he just owns the team to own the team. Yeah, he gets money with whatever money he gets from the team right now.
Yeah.
But, man, here's the question. Will this next owner spend the money?
Yes. His brother, because this is Justin, Matt is the owner of the Phoenix Suns for the NBA.
Okay.
He spent 80 or 90 mil of his own money first 2 weeks of being the owner. He has been very open, and their office is in Chicago. The Ishbias are based out of Chicago. So he has every reason to pump money into that investment and make it as good and as amazing as possible, because it's not like the Cubs are the only team in Chicago.
That's true.
They're one of these major teams viewed at in these major markets, but there's no reason the White Sox can't be considered with them if you love them and put that money in and invest into that team the proper way, because we're in one of the largest markets out there.
That's true. I mean, now last time I looked, I believe Chicago is number 3 in the country in terms of marketing for sports, because Los Angeles and New York are
absolutely
number 1 and number 2. And kind of moving on from that, the Cubs have signed Michael Conforto.
Mm-hmm.
How does that improve the team? Because I know, I apologize, but I've heard he brings very good leadership to that Cubs locker room, as he did with the Dodgers.
Absolutely. He is a depth outfield signing that is an older guy. He's 33, kind of looking for a bounce back. Maybe he's been a consistent offensive player with average defense in mostly a corner, mostly left field or right field.
Okay.
But last season, the Dodgers signed him to, I believe it was $17 million contract. And he was awful for them. He was really bad, kind of had a down year. And so this is a prove-it deal, is what it is. You guys didn't sign him to a full major league deal. He's on a minor league deal, so he'll show up to spring training, take a physical, kind of go through the works with him to make sure that he can be a valuable asset, because he can. As a fourth outfielder that can teach all the young guys that you've brought up, and your blossoming stars in PCA and Shaw and lots of great talent that you have accumulated as the Cubs.
Armstrong.
Yeah, PCA.
Oh, PCA.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Okay, I didn't hear the P part. I was like, who's CA? California. Some guy, the water boy.
Some dude. Didn't you see that guy down there?
Some dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as a depth piece, you're right. I think he'll give the Cubs some decent depth. I think he'll have a bounce back year. Now, will it be the same? No. And he won the World Series, so that brings some form of experience as well.
Yeah, he is a winner. Michael Conforto is a confirmed winner. Constantly and consistently wins. He has been an above average offensive piece. He's really just solid. And that's exactly kind of what you're looking for. And it's really amazing for you in terms of long term if it can turn out correctly.
We'll see. I mean, especially if the Cubs are going to start bringing up younger players from the minor league, he would be a great just teacher, great sensei, however you want to say it. But at the end of the day, Andrew, you are absolutely right. I think this was a great signing. And I think the Cubs have something to look for in the 25-20 or 26-27 year. Jeez, these seasons go really fast, man.
Super quick.
I mean, it goes by really quick. I didn't even realize that. But from what I heard, and then we're going to move on to some prospects that you are very excited to look for. I've heard the MLB might have a lockout next year.
Oh. Can we talk about the prospects first?
Yes, we can talk about it in offside talks.
I'll be sad about baseball later. I'm juiced. I'm juiced right now. Don't make me think about the fact that there might be no baseball in 2027, and let's talk about the good baseball that could be happening in 2026.
Let's talk about the now. Let's talk about the now. So who do you got for us, Andrew?
Oh, all right. I got some wonderful ones. I first would like to ask you a question.
What is
when
the question?
you look at prospects in general, I'm talking any sport.
Yeah.
Is there a archetype or that particular type of player that you go towards? Are you more so you get wowed off of the floor by physical skills? Is it more the technical aspect? Do you look for clips of them talking about how their brain works about it? Are you a big stats guy?
That's a fantastic question too. And one thing I do look for, I think this for most scouts, I think every sports scout has in common, physical talent.
Sure.
In every sport, whether you are on the other side of the globe or right here in the United States, you look for that physical talent. Can they keep up with the big boys once they start having their professional career going, right?
Yeah.
And you want to see also how one thing I think maybe isn't talked about a lot is the way they think strategically on the ice live. Like, what do they think? What do they see?
Yeah.
Because
whether on the court or the ice or
doesn't matter where.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one big thing that determines winners from, I wouldn't say losers, but because
winners, yeah.
Yeah, not non-winners or maybe not as strong of a leader. You also look for leadership quality, because when you look for leadership quality, that's also someone you might potentially want to surround your team with.
Absolutely. His
leadership, and everyone follows along with it. It's like a gravitational pull.
Yeah.
You're getting pulled towards this guy or woman, whoever they are, because the skill set, the leadership, as well as the way they treat their teammates, coaches as just regular people or being selfish. A lot goes into it.
Ego is an enormous thing, especially for baseball.
Carmelo, I went to basketball. But either way, it's like every sport.
A healthy amount of ego is a good thing.
Yeah, but the issue is there's a thing called too much.
Yes, where that line goes.
Dennis Rodman.
Well, okay, so we're gonna move on from that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you said physical traits first, because I have 3 gentlemen for you that I would like to talk about.
Absolutely.
And all of them are physical freaks. Every single one of them is absolutely amazing in their intangibles and measurables. So first we're going to talk about Carlos Lagrange, 6'7", right-hander.
Jeez.
And he can pump it up to 103 miles an hour with his fastball. He got a lot of like Twitter publicity and rave reviews after he struck out Judge in live BPs the other day.
And also, I just, before you keep going,
Mhm.
when it comes to these prospects as well,
Yes.
this does not necessarily mean they will have a fantastic career.
No. Oh, God, no.
Because you might have, and like you said earlier, lightning in a bottle, but that lightning in a bottle could just fizzle out whenever.
Instantly.
Because there's a saying called 15 seconds of fame.
Mm.
And that is just literally a moment that lasts like that.
Absolutely.
So and I'm going to transition it back to you to explain how would you see Carlos or Walker and Connor doing throughout their MLB career. Now, I know you can't predict the future, obviously.
Yeah.
Now,
I would say if I were to rank them in terms of how confident I are that they have a consistent, MLB career, I would be Connor Griffin and then LeGrand and then Walker. And it's really pulling hairs, but we'll talk about Walker before we finish with Connor. Walker is a physically tooled guy that he's lanky. Like he's one of those young guys that you need him to build out. And now that he's kind of building out, he's also having it where the runway's been cleared for him. They're losing Wallner, they're losing Buxton, the Twins are losing just about everybody that they possibly could. And so the earlier you can get one of those prospects in too, I think is incredibly helpful.
Interesting. I just looking at the stats you put in for each of these guys, there is strong potential here.
Oh, absolutely. Each one of them could be MVP or Cy Young in their respective rights.
Now, here's the question: is that their ceiling?
I think so for all three of them. You're going to have to worry about Walker Jenkins' injuries. You're going to have to worry about Carlos LeGrand doesn't really have. I guess you always worry about pitchers who throw high velo because you want that sort of player to have a long career. And we've seen this increase in velo over these past couple of years go up and up and up, and in it we've also seen arm injuries kind of go up and up and up over the course of Major League Baseball.
Oh, we're talking about the Tommy Johns.
Yeah, Tommy John. There is a hamate bone, which is like a bone in your hand, and it's like a couple week long process to recover. There's lots of arm issues in Major League Baseball.
Absolutely.
So when you say it'd be all fun to say, these three guys, each of them, as soon as they get in, they're going to blow the doors off of Major League Baseball, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. And there's they'll be superstars and on the cover of the video game, and they'll do all that stuff. But the reality is, it's just not accurate. Like a few years ago, the number one prospect was Ethan Salas. He was like a 16 or 17-year-old catcher for the San Diego Padres.
Jeez.
He's currently consensus 100 in the top prospects because they are that volatile. Because you make the joke in the NBA that Sam Presti for the Thunder he's scouting middle schoolers. In baseball, it's not far off. Some international free agents are incredibly young and then have their options vest. And even when you're going to the draft, you can draft high schoolers, and you're waiting 3-4 years normally, with the exceptions of a Paul Skeens or somebody that flies up those ranks.
Absolutely. And before we go here, I just want to say a perfect example of what you just said, Japanese players, especially with the ones that have been coming out recently.
Yes.
Oh my God, dude. They are animals in their own category. But when we come back, we're going to be talking some NFL free agency because free agency is just around the corner. We'll be that and much more here on the fifth quarter at SportsTownChicago.com.
Oh, Februrary! He's right there. It's the bottom of the seventh inning. The last chance to order beer. But we didn't come here to drink beer. We came here to win this ball game.
Chicago's so lucky.
SportsTownChicago.com.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Pizza at your house and you can get it at the store. Uh-oh, here we go. Chicagoland area. Little Caesars is heating up for the summer. Try our new Crazy Puffs, $3.99. Walk-in or delivery. 7 days a week. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Filled with cheesy mozzarella pepperoni pizza sauce, buttery garlic flavored drizzle, Italian herb and Parmesan seasoning, deep dish Detroit style pizza, $7.99. Super cheesy bread, $5.99. Hot and ready combo, $12.99. And for your daily deals, go to LitCaesars.com. Oh, Little Caesars, with our crazy puffs and cheesy dreams, you light up my soul with your pepperoni schemes. With every slice we share, with every moment we did in this piece of love affair, so you didn't hear that just here. You don't want to miss out on these delicious deals. Visit your Chicagoland area Little Caesars today. Cheese, cheese, cheese.
Nobody does food better than our friends south of the border. If you're looking for delicious, authentic Mexican food in Chicagoland's backyard, check out the Topos restaurant. Try their quesadillas, burritos, or my favorite, the 3-taco combo with steak and extra chipotle salsa.
Muy caliente!
Even have breakfast for early risers. Topos is the highest rated Mexican restaurant in Naperville on Yelp. Once you try it, you'll understand why. Visit totoposnaperville.com for their menu, special offers, and online ordering on Grubhub. Pickup or delivery. Topos Restaurant, open nightly until 8:30, closed on Sundays, located next to the Jewel on Aurora Avenue in Naperville. Experience fresh, homemade Mexican at the Topos Restaurant.
I got an affordable family-owned restaurant for you that won't cost you an arm and a leg. It's Goodies in River Grove. My Goodies order never changes. A gyros, not a gyro. Smothered in sauce and hot fries on the side for less than $9. If I'm really starved, I'll add a chicken kebab to my order. Looking for more? Try a juicy cheeseburger, Chicago-style hot dogs, or a toasty corned beef meal. I can walk in 7 days a week, dine with my family, or call 708-583-1700. Pick it up and enjoy it at home. Can't stop in? Not a problem. Goodies delivers through Grubhub, DoorDash, and Seamless. Goodies is located at Cumberland, Belmont, River Grove. Goodies, bringing authentic Greek food to the Chicago.
It's the summer of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. To reach peak summer mode, you need your summer coffee, like a smooth new s'mores frozen Dunkin' coffee, a refreshing butter pecan iced coffee, or a sweet coconut cream pie cold brew. What could be better than iced frozen coffee on a hot summer day? Nothing. Dunkin' Donuts has all your favorite flavors this summer. So come enjoy the summer of coffee and keep cool out there, kids. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Looking for a great bargain? Want to find cool collectibles? Need to get fresh fruit and vegetables for the family? Come on down to Swapo Ramen. 3 great locations, 42nd and Ashland in Chicago, Melrose Park in Ulster, with hundreds of indoor and outdoor vendors selling clothing, tools, electronics, and much, much more. Have stuff for sale? Become a Swapo Rama vendor and turn your hidden treasure into cash. Visit their website for market days, hours, and vendor information. Go to swap-o-rama.com. Swapo Rama, the first name in flea markets.
Back to your home for sports.
Here's your SportsTownChicago.com.
At 4:40, I'm Andrew DeBrooker with your SportsTownChicago.com update, powered by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to BeOnAir.com. Number 10 ranked Illinois men's basketball team lost in overtime thriller this weekend against unranked UCLA, 95-94. The Illini will host number 3 Michigan this Thursday as they prepare for the Big Ten tournament at the start of March. As trade buzz continues, a DJ Moore for Max Crosby trade package was floated. Raiders GM denied serious trade talks today at the NFL Combine. Chicago White Sox new signing Munetaka Murakami has been turning heads with a hot start this spring training. Murakami hit multiple balls over 105 miles an hour, including a single and a double in the most recent game. As we discussed earlier, Cubs signed free agent outfielder Michael Conforto to minor league deal. Conforto is a large rebound candidate after the worst season of his career at the plate last year. And the NFL Combine begins this week on Thursday. Defensive line and linebackers will be the first to do on-field workouts. This has been your SportsTownChicago.com update brought to you by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to BeOnAir.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the 5th quarter. I am Adam the Glitch Schneider.
I am Andrew. I don't have a nickname yet. The Brooker.
You'll figure it out someday.
One
hey,
day.
maybe on Thursday. You never know. But we are on the second half of this hour. We're going to talk some NFL free agency. So, with that being said, franchise tags. What are your reactions, Andrew?
It's normally the typical. You shrug your shoulders and you go, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's George Pickens getting threatened with the franchise tag. Breece Hall getting threatened with the franchise tag if they can't trade him, which they weren't able to at the deadline for a price that they liked. So the odds that they'll be able to do it now probably low. And then also the man that just got the official tag.
Sorry, guys.
The man that just got the official tag for the Kyle Pitts.
Party at Sportstown, everybody.
Kyle Pitts
Be
today. Getting the franchise tag from the Falcons to make sure that he stays on the team. All of which seemed expected.
Yeah, and there's two things I'm getting out of this. One, the reason why Breece wasn't traded is because why trade for him and waste a pick when you can get him in free agency?
Absolutely.
And two, because the Jets are basically saying, screw you. I feel so bad for this guy.
It doesn't make any sense. Hey, we're going to keep you on our team, and we're going to pay you blank amount of money.
Oh, yeah. It's so sad to see someone like Breece Hall with his caliber of talent.
He's so good.
He is. And a lot of people have him. If he does hit free agency, people are saying that he might go to the Chiefs.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of running back conversation around the Chiefs. We talked recently about how ETN, Kenneth Walker, Chubb, and him all are kind of these overly skilled running backs that are free agents that, hey, could all end up with the evil empire, basically, in the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, and another fun rumor that I heard, well, maybe not fun, was Travis Etienne going to the Chiefs as well, kind of adding on to the running back conversation.
Yeah, that terrifies me to my absolute soul. I'm not going to lie. Breece would be bad, and I would look at that not fondly if Etienne does go there. I feel like the money that the Chiefs would have to commit to Etienne is asking for too much. I feel like they're instead going to be big Jeremiah Love kind of truthers, I would guess you would call it in the draft sense, and really try to pursue him. And they're in the top 10 picks. So,
and that's I agree with that. But we also got a couple of other tags that happened. Kyle Pitts getting tagged for $15 million.
Yes.
Which is a little questionable by the GM, Ian Cunningham, who was the assistant GM. Boy. So we'll see. Maybe this was a good move. Maybe.
I personally think it's a great move. Because he's still like 26 or something.
He's still very young.
He's incredibly young. Amen. So I don't mind keeping him around, especially after the season that he had last year. I mean, which was probably his best season. I don't want to say...
It's been a while.
Yeah, probably since his rookie year.
I mean, to be fair, the Falcons, who were the ones that tagged him, it didn't exactly help that he was surrounded by upper management that didn't know what to do.
Yes, and it seems like this year they finally settled in with how they are going to use him on the offense.
Yeah.
And because of it, it is almost when you get an offensive coordinator that doesn't want to throw the ball to Jonnu Smith anymore and finally understands that you're the highest drafted tight end within the last 10, 15 years, who went for 1,000 yards when you were used as a viable sort of wide receiver, put him in the slot, have him work outside, have him beat the middle linebacker. When you have that caliber of tight end and you instead decide to make him, because you really tried to use him as a non-wideout, and that's what he is. He's a very large wideout.
Yeah.
This is a Jimmy Graham. He's not a great blocking tight end.
No. And also, kind of going along with that, George Pickens as well with the franchise tags. Jerry?
I'm worried.
This guy is a locker room cancer and nightmare. I would have rather signed him to an extension than a franchise tag because you're just going to piss this guy off even more. And this guy he has some issues, but we'll put it lightly like that. But phenomenal, talented wide receiver out of Georgia, went to Pittsburgh, and there's a reason why Pittsburgh let him go.
Yes, I guess my main question would be,
how did he not get a DUI in Georgia?
No. All right.
Sorry, I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Can he be comfortable with CD there? Because there was a lot of talk early in the year about, we don't have a number one wide receiver and a number two wide receiver. Like the two of them were on that video, and they were like, we got two number one wide receivers. And it's like, all right, that's all fine and wonderful. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the season, when CD's come back from injury and maybe George isn't necessarily the focal point, there was lots more, he's giving up on the play, he isn't running his route all the way. And you can't pay a guy, $25 million plus maybe $30 million a year as a wideout with that long-term extension when he's willing to quit on the team.
Yeah, and you don't want a player like that on your team because it holds them back, especially with a player of that caliber. He has the talent.
Yeah.
And if you were going to trade him, especially since you franchise tagged him, that obviously gives you more of the power to trade the guy. And when it comes to... Bless you, by the way. But when it comes to his personality, but his potential as well, you got to weigh those negatives and positives, and especially for some teams who don't have that number one wide receiver. Oh,
yeah.
If anything, trade him to the Jets.
It's you're absolutely right. It's the pros and cons. It's the classic wide receiver conversation of how much diva is too much diva.
Exactly.
Like, you want your guy to be diva enough to come back in the cuddle back into the cuddle. back into the huddle to say, hey, like, throw me the ball. Like, it's been 7 straight plays and you haven't even looked at me. Like, throw me the ball.
What bedtime story are you telling him this time?
I don't know.
Good night, Jordan Noble Moon.
Yes.
From Family Guy.
Good Night Moon, starring Vladimir Kozlov.
One night. No, I'm kidding.
Yes. One beautiful night.
Well, let's get into a couple of these other rumors because Trey Hendrickson is one of the big fish in the pond here. And rumors and some reporters have suggested that Trey Hendrickson might go to Baltimore. And I think adding a big defensive player like Trey Hendrickson onto that defensive line of Baltimore,
they need defensive line help. You cannot be relying on Kyle Van Noy, who's like 37 at this rate.
Yeah.
He came off the couch.
Yeah.
When they did that Monday Night Football, it was Kyle Van Noy from Off the Couch University.
Oh,
he did not he didn't hide it at all. That's just what it is. And when you have Lamar staying there and your promise to him as a franchise is we're going to be a defensively led franchise so you don't have to score 35 each game. Mm-hmm. And then you have what's happened in the past couple years where it's like, okay, well, now Lamar has to get in shootouts where he can only rely on Zay Flowers and Derrick Henry, and everybody else is deteriorating. Mark Andrews isn't as great. Isaiah Likely isn't as great. You got Rashad Bateman. But Bateman's
also injury prone.
The problem is the supporting cast.
Oh yeah.
You can't go and score 35 a night when those are your guys that you're going against. And when you're told, hey, stick around because we'll protect the lead. We'll have good defense. And now you can't pressure the quarterback. Something needs to change.
Oh, absolutely. And plus, the wide receiver core they have is a bunch of number 2s and a few number 3s, which is that's a big problem.
Yes.
When Baltimore won it in 2012, they had Anquan Bolden. And that was a guy you could rely on. Phenomenal wide receiver, Hall of Famer in my eyes. I mean, he was a dog. That guy was a dog. Point is that even someone of Joe Flacco's stature back then, I mean, not a Hall of Fame QB, obviously, won the Super Bowl, but he had a reliable number 1 wide receiver.
And I really, really like Zay Flowers, but he's not your prototypical X. No. He's more of a Y or a Z, which, if you don't know football, I'll explain in layman's terms. So your X is your Devontae Adams, your AJ Brown, your physically overpowering, absolutely wonderful.
Yeah,
your wide receiver 1. Your Y is like a Tyreek Hill. It's a man beater, and it's not to say that they still can't be a wide receiver 1 at the highest level, but it's just normally not the case.
Absolutely.
And it just becomes, how is your offense going to run? You consistently say, I mean, I get we have a new head coach now. The Ravens have a new head coach now, but how are you going to switch your playing, your play style? Because for a while it was, we don't want to lean on Derrick Henry, and then we go and we lean on Derrick Henry. And we don't think Lamar can throw the football. Oh, and now he can throw the football. And you get in this back and forth where you're trying to find the middle ground seemingly for your own team. And I think you really need to find yourself an offensive identity.
Yeah, dude, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, that was spot on, because when you rely on a player too much, your offense becomes too easy to read. And at the end of the day, again, you have Lamar's legs, you got Derrick Henry, who's just a bowling ball of a running back.
Like, the combo of the two of them, probably the greatest rushing threat as a pair in the backfield in NFL history.
Oh,
it's still not enough.
Exactly, because you need your wideouts, and you also show love to the tight ends, dude. They need. I mean, again, like the Bears, they have Colston Loveland. Cole Kmet is the blocking tight end, but could be used as a threat as well when needed. But again, you need they got Mark Andrews, but Andrews, you can start seeing that he lost like half a step. So if I were them, I'd look at Kenyon Sadiq through draft. But that's a different story for a different day. So let's get to the last of these topics. Kyler to the Dolphins and AJ to the I almost said the Browns, to the Bills.
Yeah, some wonderful trade ideas I have about one particular person that has scorned me in fantasy, and I need it to end instantly. So if AJ Brown could do me a favor and leave Philadelphia, my fantasy team would be very appreciative. But also, I think that the Bills need him.
Yeah, you're not kidding, man. And the thing with Josh Allen, too, kind of adding on to that, is that man is a freak athlete when it comes to just making plays using his legs. And the guy doesn't even run very fast, which is the funny part. He just is able to use his legs well enough to get a touchdown for a certain amount of yardage. He also has damn good throws, let me just say. And you can have A.J. Brown as a deep ball threat, as a mid-range threat. When it comes to more the short range, Khalil Shakur, you got a few of those people in Buffalo. But if you have A.J. Brown, that offense is going to get more widespread than a lot of people might think.
Sure, and especially with Joe Brady now moving from offensive coordinator to head coach.
McDermott should not have been fired, dude.
No, and I think the one person that shouldn't have left is probably the person that left in Sean McDermott, because I am of the thought, I believe it's Brandon Beane is the president, former GM. No, not good decisions. Not a good acquisition of talent. Not good scouting. The wrong decisions made in crunch time too. Like I'd like people to remember that Xavier Worthy should be a Bill, but they traded down to the Kansas City Chiefs, allow the Kansas City Chiefs to get Xavier Worthy. You go and draft Keon Coleman.
That didn't work out very well, did it?
No, and now here we are.
Exactly. Talking about it.
Absolutely. So and then they had all of the issues in the media of your GM Bean coming out and saying, oh, well, I only drafted Keon Coleman because, the coaches told me what to do. Like, that is an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
You are the general manager of this team and this franchise.
I would have rather heard him say, it may be a bad pick, but I went on it because it was my choice.
Yeah,
I'd rather hear that.
Like, stand behind it.
Exactly. But he just threw not only Keon Coleman, but the coaches under the bus.
But McDermott, who you've already fired under the bus, Keon Coleman was McDermott's guy. Okay, well, if he was McDermott's guy and you didn't like him and you still drafted him, that's still on you.
Oh,
you make the final call. Doesn't matter how copacetic you want to try to be with everybody around you that's in that draft room. Mm-hmm. You cannot allow yourself to act this is what he thinks I should do. This is a player he thinks I should take. What do you think? You're the general manager.
No, absolutely. And GMs obviously hit or miss every single draft. Like whether that's a good pick or a bad pick. Again, roller coasters go through loops, go through corkscrews, go through ups and downs. Same way the draft goes and how these players end up, especially if they don't work on one team and they go to another. I mean, again, it's a roller coaster. Yeah. And I'll say this as well, kind of moving on to Kyler Murray. With Kyler going to the Dolphins, that's a wild trade, by the way. That's a wild idea, but I can see why he did it. I mean, I'll say only one thing. It seems like you're trading Tua out for another Tua.
Okay.
Nothing against him, though. Nothing against him.
I don't think they're that far apart. But I think it would be easily this is kind of how I juxtaposed it in my head. Quinn Ewers or Kyler Murray. What would you be? Yeah. What are you willing to stake your franchise on for a year? Because here's the thing. Both teams, you're not going to be able to draft a quarterback.
No.
But if you're Arizona, why would you run it back with Kyler again after what Jacoby has shown you? If Jacoby can be a good bridge quarterback and Jacoby goes out, your team doesn't look awful now with LaFleur there, and you're able to draft a young quarterback in what's supposed to be a very strong quarterback class in 2027, you're set yourself up really nicely. And if you're the Dolphins, it's kind of the same way. Hey, we maybe don't think Quinn Ewers could be our starter.
Yeah.
And we've already showed we don't believe in Tua, or we wouldn't have had Ewers take over at the end of the year anyway.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, so that's kind of where my point is. It's like,
I see what you're saying. And Kyler Murray as a bridge QB, unless he proves himself to be like, holy crap, what did Arizona do wrong?
And if you're the Dolphins and that happens, more power to you.
Exactly.
You got a reigning offensive player of the year for nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Other than spending money.
Well, yeah, and I don't think his contract's that large, and I'm pretty sure, in terms of like how you were going, what it would require in assets to go get Kyler Murray is not a lot.
No, absolutely not. And before we head off here, I just want to talk about one player that I think will be very interesting on a 2-year deal, $36 million. I think you know who I'm talking about. Mike Evans. Mike Evans, he may not have a lot left.
My least favorite player in the NFL.
But you cannot deny he's a fantastic wide receiver.
He's probably a first ballot.
But as a wide receiver looking to win another Super Bowl, as I guess one reporter has said that he has not won a Super Bowl. If you look back in history, recently, like 5 years ago, was that not Mike Evans holding up a Super Bowl trophy? Like, am I going crazy here?
Who said he didn't win a Super Bowl?
There was a reporter. I don't know. Now I don't know if it was local in Tampa. I don't know if it was national. But yeah, some reporter said that it was on the lines of that. I don't know how it was worded exactly. I don't remember, but apparently, yeah, one guy said like he should go and try to win a Super Bowl somewhere. And I'm like, bro,
like he doesn't already have one, and when you're in a conversation and the first name they mention is Jerry Rice, and then you're probably doing something pretty decent over the course of your NFL career.
Exactly. Now, if I were to put a destination on Mike Evans, I could see Baltimore for a 2-year deal. I hate to say it like that, but I could see it. The only reason is a bridge wide receiver. Now, normally you get that with the quarterbacks, but I mean, if you're looking in the draft this year and you're looking to draft a wide receiver, have someone play next to Evans as that teacher.
Okay, now you
see the game plan here?
I hear you now, because I'm like, just Mike Evans and Zay, like, yeah,
it could, it could
be, but that's still better than what they have.
But the draft this year is wide receiver heavy. So
Stacked.
If the Baltimore Ravens can draft like a Cardale Tate by some miracle through trade up, which again,
oh my god,
I don't think it'll happen.
No chance.
But hey, weirder things have happened. Weird things have happened.
Baltimore picks at 14, so they actually
there's some value in the pick.
There's some.
Thank you, Tyler Loop.
Oh my goodness.
Feel bad for the kid, but
so he'll be right around the range of like a Mekhi Lemon, Jordan. Dang, that might be a good plan, but Mike Evans in purple upsets me for whatever reason. Yeah, just seeing him upsets me.
I would think you'd be happy because he's leaving the NFC South.
I don't like him as a person. I'm going to be clear. I've never met him. I have never read anything bad about him in the news. I haven't ever seen Mike Evans talk. He was so mean to me no. He as somebody that grew up cheering for the Saints, that he is public enemy number one in my brain.
Well, as a fan, you hate the guy.
Yeah, I've tried so hard to get it out of my head. I'm just like, nope.
And man, there's
maybe out of sight, out of mind. Maybe
out of sight, out of sight.
I don't have to think about him.
Hey, maybe as long as in your eyes, I think as long as Buka doesn't become the next Mike Evans or he injures himself like every other year, then
I really like Buka though.
But you know what?
I get he's a Buccaneer, but he's also a Buckeye.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I
almost forgot about that.
I have conflicting feelings about that one.
Because here's the thing: he also won the national title.
Yeah, that's my guy.
I just find it crazy how
so was Zeke Elliott.
Quick, man, we're looking way back. And then the Joey Bosa.
Oh my god,
with the Bills. But quick little college thing before we head out. And I know I said that a little earlier, but so it just. Quarterback can we just agree it's Oregon at the moment?
Probably.
Now, do I want to say that? No. But I know Esteban, one of our other co-hosts here on the Fifth Quarter, he's an Oregon Ducks fan. So, I mean, I'm sure he's pretty happy about his Ducks doing all right. But at the same time, Alabama's had some good guys. We produced Derrick Henry.
Yeah, okay.
OJ Howard.
I mean,
the forgotten tight end of the Bucks.
Let's chill. Dude, does that mean I get to claim Joe Burrow as a Buckeye fan now?
Yeah.
No.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
No.
LSU can, though.
Good. Okay. We can basically start offside talk. We can start offside talks basically with this.
Okay. Well, when we come back, we're going to go a little offsides here. Talk about whatever we want. And maybe some college football. Here on the Fifth Quarter at SportsTownChicago.com.
This is your home for sports.
This is the best fans in the world.
No better team. SportsTownChicago.com.
Are you ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for. Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air to take advantage of this outrageous sale. You better get here quickly, because this promotion is only going on for 24 hours, and the automobiles are leaving the lot faster than you can say four-wheel drive. Valley View Automotive, a dealership you can depend on.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
Indeed is the #1 job search user with over 250 million monthly users. Indeed's priority is to help everyone in the job searching process to find a job by uploading 10 new job opportunities every 10 seconds worldwide. With Indeed, you have free access to job searches, resume uploads, and company researches. There are over 10,000 employees at Indeed that pursue to help people find the job they are looking for. They connect with millions of people to new opportunities. Go to Indeed.com and sign up for free and create a resume and let Indeed do the rest to help you on your job search.
Hey, I'm Jesus Mauricio. Be sure to tune in every Friday to listen to Zeus Off the Bat, a baseball talk show from 1 to 2 p.m. where I'll be discussing and updating you on all things about baseball. News, predictions, reactions, and more about the Cubs, Sox, and everything across the league. Happens every Friday at 1 p.m. right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Don't forget to follow and share our Twitter and Instagram with your friends at Zeus Off the Bat. Zeus Off the Bat.
That is right, everybody. Wow, that was an awkward intro. That was a great, 3 seconds of silence there. Welcome back to the fifth quarter, where we're going a little offsides here, and we're going to be talking about pretty much whatever we want. So, Andrew. Hi, buddy.
Hi.
All right, we'll see you guys later. No, I'm kidding.
All right, yep. That's all.
That was it.
That was it.
It's like, was it? That's all, folks.
I want to ask one thing first.
What is it?
Am I going... I know we were talking on Discord the other day about how extensive some of these classes are for free agency.
How about 2029 when we saw... That was one of the most god-tier classes.
Oh my gosh.
One of the most god-tier classes.
I'm all in I'm all in the for this current year. Am I crazy, or is linebacker really, really good? Because Nakobe Dean, Matt Milano, Devin Lloyd. I wrote Demario Douglas, but that's the Patriots wide receiver, and I think I meant to write Demario Davis. Who's the
same guy? Who cares? Man played in New England Sunday and went to New Orleans Sunday.
But all linebackers, I think, is my point here.
No, absolutely.
Which I think the Bears should be very interested in, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, no, this class is really interesting. Bobby Wagner, who's on a one-year deal, might be a great veteran player.
That's the old gray mare. He'll still do good work for you.
Logan Wilson. Oh, yeah, Demario Davis. You definitely screwed up there, bud.
I knew as soon as I was like, Demario Douglas. I was like, what is Pop Douglas doing playing linebacker? And I thought about it for about a quarter second.
Caden Ellis. You know there's 3 Ellis brothers?
Keon, Caden.
There was a third one, I thought.
Whoa. Is he like the third Manning brother where he doesn't play sports?
Hold on, now you got me interested.
Oh boy, that's not. I looked up the Ellis family. That's not what that's.
Oh, Bumbleclut.
It's not. That's a very black and white photo. I don't.
And Christian Ellis from the 1887 Bears. No, I'm kidding. You got Caden Ellis. You got Christian Ellis. Noah Ellis. I forgot about Jonah Ellis.
Wait, this is the wrong family. I was thinking of Keon Ellis for the NBA, but you're telling me there's 4 brothers in the NFL.
Yeah. One played for Philly. One plays for Denver. One plays for New England. One plays for the Falcons.
Dang.
That is the man. Who the dad must have some insane genetics.
Former Pro Bowler. Yeah, former Pro Bowler.
Oh, the dad?
Yeah.
Well, that explains a lot. Yeah, because like the name sounded familiar. I'm like, yeah, there's one in Denver.
He's the defensive line coach for Utah, I believe right now.
Ellis, or the father?
Yeah.
You know,
two-time Pro Bowler, consensus All-American, Defensive Player of the Year, 3-time All-Western American Conference.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
I think that'll do
that's
it.
okay.
That's okay. And I believe Christian McCaffrey's dad won the Super Bowl with John Elway.
What, Luke?
The dad, not thought Luke McCaffrey.
Oh, you're so
Luke?
right. Is it Eric?
I don't remember. But like Christian McCaffrey's dad, I believe, won the Super Bowl, which is weird to think of.
Why am I spacing so hard on not Eric? Ed McCaffrey.
He won the Super Bowl.
Yes, Broncos stud. He's also amazing in Madden Ultimate Team. Don't know if you know that. Just FYI.
Really?
He was. I don't know. I haven't played in like 4 years.
Oh, Alex Anzalone is going to be a free agent.
Oh, that's another linebacker.
He's great.
Dang.
Yeah. Matt Milano, one of the four Caden Ellis, one of the Ellis brothers, the one with the Falcons.
Yeah.
You sound like Patrick.
Yeah. Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Let's see. Amin Okubangbimaga. I botched that name.
What?
So bad. Gesundheit.
Oh my gosh! Now I gotta go to free agents.
It's Amen Ogbangbimiga.
Holy cow! He's a linebacker.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
The Bears just released him.
Let me try and help you out. Try to shed some light on this.
Please do. That was. Sorry if I botched your name, bud. That was bad. Ahmed Ogbangbimiga. I don't know.
What?
Just
where?
Look up Amen Ogbangbimiga.
Keep trying to say it. I think it's the best part.
Oh, me? No, bro. That is. Just, oh my god, dude. I.
How far down on this list are you? Hold on. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna.
It's on the 2026 linebacker free agents. Just look up linebackers.
I also
you want to talk about the 2029 free agency? Because
I don't mind.
Because after you look up Amen Ogbangbimiga, again, I'm sorry I keep botching the name there.
I love this.
He was a Bears linebacker.
Ogbangbimiga.
You see what I'm saying?
Ogbangbimiga. Oh yeah. So Amin. What's it? Amin Agwabongbemiga. Yeah.
Agua.
I mean, it's definitely like an A.
It's something.
WG sound. Bongmiga. So like Ogbongmiga.
Yeah, you're having trouble. You're having trouble. Well, yeah, let's quickly go over before we head off here. The 2029 free agency class, and I know this is it's a very random class to talk about, but over the weekend,
no reason other than we'd like to.
I mean, it's very random, I know, but we just wanted to quickly go over some of these free agents that are gonna hit the market in 2029 because me and Andrew were talking over the weekend, going over some free agents, and we looked at 2029, and this is probably one of the most stacked free agencies I've seen in a long, long time. So let's just go over some of the basic names. Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, which, okay. Tua, depends on how he plays throughout the next few years.
Certainly won't be one of the top free agents in 2029 unless something changes.
Oh, yeah, we got to go to market value.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think the market value will show you much. So, but also TJ Watt, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb,
Jalen Hurts,
Amon-Ra, Jalen Waddle,
T. Higgins,
Josh Hines Allen,
Brian Burns,
Milton Williams,
Devontae Smith,
Derek Brown,
Trey Smith.
I mean, you could go on and on and on.
Christian
and on
Barmore,
and on
Landon
and on.
Dickerson.
Yeah.
This draft class. Dude, imagine that was a draft.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
What do you
God.
take first?
That sounds like a really off-ball fantasy draft.
In 2029, there's a defensive lineman for the Cowboys. I'd like that name, please, because I do know this one.
It's just AJ Terrell, really.
Like 1, 2, 3 underneath AJ Terrell.
Josh Sweat with the Cardinals. Creed Humphrey. Oh man. Further
skipping over Osa Odigizua.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Abdul Carter. Dude, 2 of the best defensive ends for the Giants are going to be free agents the same year, which I think is hilarious. Now, I don't think it'd be funny for Josh because he is a massive Giants fan. Will Campbell, Caleb Williams, we're going to re-sign him. Drake May, Ramondre Stevenson, Ashton Genty, Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's Genty's club option, I believe.
That's true.
So
either way, you could still do something there if again it doesn't work out. Ted McMillan's on here twice.
That is, one says club option and the other one doesn't. I'm not.
I guess they have
sure.
2 Ted McMillan. I'm kidding.
Well, if they picked up his 5th-year option, it should be a club option for Tetaroa.
Yeah. I mean, Calvin Banks Jr., Colston Loveland,
Ooh,
J.C.
shout
Latham.
out the best left tackle coming out of the draft last year, wearing black and gold, Calvin Banks.
Sound like, what was it, Filthy Frank? Oh my God. And then Brock Bowers is in here.
Brock Bowers.
Yep. Bowers. And then 9 is in here. And J.J. McCarthy. No,
I can't stand you.
Tyler Warren on here twice. That's how good he is. Holy crap.
Can't be doing this.
Oh my God. And Jackson Dart. Dude, imagine Josh losing Malik Neighbors, Jackson Dart, and then Cam Scadaboo
all in the
one.
same free agency cycle.
Dude,
you might have to put him on watch.
Might have to put him in one of those rooms where he has wrapped up the bed.
Where's Josh?
They gave away everybody. We lost Jackson. Hey, how about Malik Neighbors? Neighbors. Well, man, that. The point is, as we have gone over almost every big name in the 2029 free agency, that is definitely a draft to look out for. I mean,
You keep calling it a draft.
Not a draft. Excuse me.
Free agency.
Free agency. You know what? It would be more realistic if I said fantasy draft.
2029 is talking about scouting middle schoolers all over again.
Well, that'll do it for us here on the 5th quarter. My name is Adam Schneider.
I'm Andrew DeBrooker.
And you can find me on... Oh, that's crazy. Well, you can find Andrew and me on Instagram. You can go on mine to Adam you can go on Slim_Schnady. That is SHNADY on Instagram. Andrew?
And you can find me at Drew DeBrooker on Instagram and on most platforms.
That'll do it for us here on the 5th quarter at SportsTownChicago.com.
This is your home for sports.
This is the best fans in the world.
No better team.
SportsTownChicago.com.